We're live. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us today, December 17. Wow, time flies for sure. Gaurav is about to join, so we'll wait for him. But what a year! This is going to be a show, just a little presentation about the show. It's the year-end financial wrap-up. Because I know we wanted to continue the other show, but I just wanted to reflect and give a little bit of purpose. Just like when we start the new year and we think about going to the gym, I want you guys to go to your financial gym and practice all you've learned over the years and focus on getting your financial goals, whatever that might be. If it's getting out of debt, making more investments, buying a home. Wow, that's a huge step. I'm in contact with all kinds of different places in their journey with people that have different areas where they want to, grow and invest into. And so, yeah, this is what this show is about. We're going to reflect a little bit on what happened in 2025 and then move on and let's see, project into the futures. I got lots of quotes, but I'm just going to wait for Gaurav to join because I want to share them with him. And we're gonna catch him. The show has already started, so yeah, we'll see what happens. Other than that, last week we talked about the different policies, and we tried to take a look at the importance of having proper protection. And today we're going to talk a little bit about it as well, because it's key and important to have in this coming up here, and also to reflect. And if you want to join us and comment on what your 2026 is like, this is the perfect time to start planning. The holidays are on us, and oh, here's Gaurav. Let's join in. Hey, Gaurav, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me again. How's your day so far, brother? How was
Oh,
your week?
fantastic. Last night, I think we had the true river, what is it called? Atmospheric river.
Oh, like, yeah, I heard
Like
it's rained a
heavy
lot.
rain, man.
It held, yeah,
It sounded like a waterfall off my, I don't have gutters on my place. So it's
yeah.
kind of like a waterfall sound. It was insane. I never heard so much
Uh,
water coming down.
uh,
But yeah, and we're experiencing, flooding over in Vancouver, so it's been quite the week. Busy with helping out. Yeah, the fire department got called in a couple
oh,
of times to help out sandbagging. Princeton
uh-huh,
Princeton is seeing a lot of, well, we already experienced flooding in Princeton about 4 years ago, and it was the
yeah,
same sort of scenario. It was called
uh-huh,
an atmospheric river.
uh,
But I don't know if you've seen the news over here, but Abbotsford, it's pretty
bad right now.
flooded.
Yeah,
A lot of farmers, again, my heart goes out to the farmers. They
yeah.
had to move their whole livestocks and silos and protect their crops, right? Like hay.
Mm-hmm,
So they've been working like 24/7. Like some of the people that were interviewed on the news, they were just
mm,
like, I haven't slept for 2 days. I just had to move all my stuff. But
uh,
I mean, we're lucky enough that we now can predict what's going to
yeah,
happen. So
yeah.
they kind
Not
of
before.
had a, yeah, not like before, but still, it's still. How was your week?
Busy again. Just for the work, going good. So
Yeah,
nothing
you're
much.
in. You're in a
just
nice
relax.
room. I like the color.
Oh yeah, this is one of the rooms of the place I own here.
Nice.
Yes,
You own the
Medad.
house? What is it, a
Like
house or an
the
apartment?
no, the hotel I run in Billing up in mountains. It is one of the rooms of that hotel.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Are you resting there or doing a little bit of a
No, I was
retreat?
staying. I was here. A lot of contracting stuff. Then we took a new property, so we are renovating that one. Like another property coming up. Then there is one more property that's coming up, maybe New Year. So that was my target to like launch two, three properties and then have multiple properties under Dumno. So yes, working towards that as of now. And as the year end is closing, so I'm pushing hard to get things completed before the new end.
Nice. Like, so you set these goals at the beginning of the year
Yes.
and now you have accomplished them. How does it feel?
Not 100%, but at least I'm like at least I had a direction where I have to go, what I have to do. Say, like setting it's like setting a tone for your year ahead. So I had like few of the goals I was not able to accomplish because we had a baby last year. So there were like so many things which go left and right when you have baby. So,
Yeah.
but I'm still happy. Like that's a big life change, and those goals were before he was in my life. Like I did it pretty much in September, October, or November. I did in November, and then this happened. So yes, pretty
Wow.
much happy with the current situation in my life.
Well, that's really cool. It brings it into today's topic.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do a little bit of a year of financial wrap up, and then we're gonna offer our views, a little bit of a checklist. I made a little checklist, and then a challenge, a challenge that I discovered in one of the books that I'm reading right now, and then a list of 12 books that
Awesome.
maybe we can even explore, reading them every month. We can talk throughout the month how the reading is going, and
Yeah.
just have it like maybe like after our quote of the day, and we'll talk about the book and what inspired us, and getting the audience involved into talking about it if they're reading with it with us. But let's make it a challenge for ourselves and our viewers, the same equally, and then we'll see how we can grow together in
Awesome.
this mini mastermind.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's start with the quotes of the day. Okay, so I want to read you the quotes of the day, and then
Uh,
you tell me which one you like. I was just like, I couldn't pick. I was just there. All three of them are so good. So
Okay.
you tell me which one is your favorite, and then we'll make it the show
Let's
kind
go.
of envision. Does that sound good?
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, cool. Okay, the first one is everything is created twice. First in the mind, then
Mm-hmm.
in reality. This was Robin Sharma. Okay,
Absolutely. No
yeah,
doubt.
no
Yeah.
doubt, right? It's so simple, it's so effective, right?
Yeah.
Second one is setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. This was
Mm-hmm.
Tony Robbins. This
Mm-hmm.
one is pretty powerful too, because it's interesting how we see our thoughts as invisible, like they're not made a reality again.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one was vision without action is a dream.
Very
Action
correct.
without vision is noise.
Yes.
And there's no actual author for this. AI said that this is ancient wisdom, but obviously it's like we have heard it in the personal growth environment, right? And this one was my favorite, but then I couldn't give up the other ones because they all kind of connect to what
Yeah.
the goal of this, podcast is just to create that anything is possible and everything starts at some point, right? Like this is what I got from the quotes. Out of these three quotes, which one is the one that connects with you the most?
The third one.
The third
The
one,
ancient wisdom.
the
Yes.
ancient wisdom.
Go
Yeah, it
with
might have been.
the
It might have been from India, maybe.
You never know. It's the oldest civilization on earth. You never know. Maybe yes.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. And I
Yeah.
know it was the last one, but vision without action is a dream. So
Absolutely.
it's good to have dreams, but it's good to have action, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the two are come combined together. Like we never start anything without the thought of it, right? But and then it's like uh, a lot of it goes into planning, right? Like these are the perfect times for planning. I was just saying this at the beginning of the show, that this is the perfect time, but also don't get too caught up in forever planning that you're never gonna take action, because
Action
then
first.
it's like what this says, right? Like you can have the
Yeah.
vision, but if you're not gonna do anything about it, it's just a
Then
dream,
it's just a dream. Absolutely.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was good that you came on the show and you're like, I had these goals and now I'm just trying to get momentum to get into to 2026, right? And then I bought two places, we're renovating one,
And
so
it's
it's like,
just like it's so Indian, like I'll say, it's so Indian that every Indian who will hear this, that Indians like to complete things on deadline. Like everything. Study last moment, prepare last moment, filing the text last moment. And like
oh
what
man, that's yeah.
so that's one thing we all of us need to improve. But yes, like Indians are pretty aggressive. I don't know how many of them make goals or not, but like you said, vision without action is just a dream. Dreaming is good, but not daydreaming. Like dreaming is good, but not daydreaming. Daydreaming is while you are supposed to do actions, you're still dreaming about it. That's why you say daydreaming is for people who don't do anything. And then
Hmm.
obviously, if you just pick up something and start doing it without even thinking what it is and what it will affect your life or how it will basically shape up to your future. So planning is like any action without a plan is just noise. Like noise means it will waste your energy, it will waste a lot of resources, and in the end you will be exhausted for no reason. And you will be frustrated that you did everything but you're not able to get what you wanted to have because you didn't write it properly. That's why even if you remember, we used to say that if your why is clear, your how is easy. So why is basically your dream, like why do you want to do it? Writing it down makes it much easier, and how is action basically, like how you will get it done. So actions and planning, they go hand in hand. Both are kind of improvising thing. Like you first plan, then you perform an action, you get a feedback, either it is good or bad, then you plan again according to the outcome, and then you do the action again. And that's, if you see how evolution has worked out throughout the years. No doubt we didn't plan when we were apes that we wrote down that we will be humans. No, we never did that. Okay. But we are way forward than those ages. We are in era of basically high competition, so much of stress on so many things because we have so much noise around ourselves, like important things, unimportant things. Then there comes planning and goal setting and action, which helps you to narrow down on your options, or I'll say choosing what is right for you. You can do anything in the world, you can still make money. There's no way that, and like I'll say that everyone in financial industry is making money, and no, that's not the case. Only the financial industry is making money. Not, that's also not a case. So basically, it's like planning is for most important thing to do anything in the world. Anything.
Mm-hmm.
Let it
Mm-hmm.
be any industry, anything. Let it be your personal life. Let it be your finances. Let it be your health. Let it be your personal relationships. Or anything requires planning and action both. They are like uh, two hands that if you clap, the life happens. If you have only one hand, it will always create some kind of motion, but there
Wow.
is no real action. So real,
That's a fantastic analysis
yeah,
analogy.
yeah.
It's like you gotta have, the vision and the action. You gotta put them together.
Eh, what reaction? Yes, the action.
Bravo, bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I didn't want to interrupt you, but don't worry, it's not just the Indian people that leave everything at the last minute. I think pretty
Oh,
much everyone in this world leaves things to
now
the last minute.
okay, okay. Now I'm feeling good
Yeah,
about being late. Yeah, I'm feeling good about being late.
but maybe I'm just gonna say it for myself and my experience, and then obviously I recently attended a presentation about planning. Maybe you didn't write down and broke down the plan. It's one thing to make the plan and get those goals in writing, put on paper. But if you can't, like when I was doing the presentation, and she said, if you can't break it down, that it's feasible steps, like, oh, I want to make $1 million. Okay, good. How do you make $1 million in whatever industry you are at, right? Like, if it's real estate or financial industry, you have to break it down in vis- vi- visionable steps, because it's one step at a time to go to the
Yep,
path, right? The
yep,
plan, it's kind of like having the map or where you have to go through, right, in your
yep.
journey, whether it be financial or physical journey. And then once you put it in writing, okay, this is what I want, this is what I need, and then you just focus, because a lot of the books that I'm going to suggest are also about like focusing, because there is so much distraction in this world
Yep.
nowadays with social media and just the news itself. It seems like they're ramped up because there's so many ways that we can get the visual effects, like if it's a street sign, or we talk to other people that are watching the news, like you're gonna get the news, you know what I mean? And
Yep.
usually sometimes they're not good news. They're always trying to we tend to focus on the negative,
Yep.
and that's what this other presentation said. Focus on the positive. Every time you achieve a goal, reward yourself, have it in your plan. It's
Yep.
like, okay, I'm gonna buy myself a chocolate bar if I like get this family protected, or I'm gonna get myself a trip to Italy if I make whatever sales or whatever you're doing in life, right? Like, give
Yep.
yourself a reward, right? And yeah, so this presentation was like an eye opener and got me so excited about next year, because it also put like forward the vision. Where do you want to go? And having that, it's kind of like, you're not being distracted and pulled away by all these distractions, right? Like, you're like, no, 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 I'm on this path, I know where I'm going. If you can follow me or not, I don't care, right? So
Yep.
that, what's your experience with planning? I mean, you have a team, so you must have a lot of plans put in place.
Yeah. Like again, planning is a multi-stage process, and it needs to have vision. Like like you said, that it's a bigger goal. Then you write down what are the resources, what are the problems, what you need to have, and where you will have it. Then we call it a Gantt chart, GHANTT CHART, Gantt chart, in which it's not like you do one thing at a time, but you have four things to do at a time, but you basically plan them. Like if you when you will complete this, you will start this, but at the same time you can do this also. So planning is basically breaking down those small things you need to do every day in order to achieve that goal. And we call it the series of actions and series of actionable items written down in a structure to achieve something. It is called a system. So we work on a system. Like as we grow, we need more people. We will hire people who will have these traits, and to find these traits, we have to do these kind of thing, ask these questions in during the interview. Then that's how basically your complete plan or that system is created, and uh, it implies to everything. Like you name it, and every company which is successful has a system. Even the households which are multi-generational, have multi-generational wealth, they had a system in place to basically duplicate it, educate, transfer. All of them, they were like working in a system. It's not like that one day you feel like that, okay, I'm doing it, and the other day you do start doing something, third day you start doing something. You need to you need to stick to the system, and that system will always reward. And that's what we are also discussing in our internal training. If you remember, that we need to
Yeah.
have a system and keep following the system. So, and those systems, they can be, you don't need to hire someone from outside or something like that. Even a small, like, let's suppose farmer. Even farming is a big system in which you
Oh,
plan ahead for months. Like I'm gonna grow this, then I'm gonna buy this, then I'm gonna do these actions like this, and these will be outcomes. So what it is a kind of a microsystem. Your farm itself is a microsystem in which you have resources, we have a problem, you have solutions, and you basically do everything. You just do it mentally. You don't write it down. Earlier it was possible because we didn't had phones or things which we made us dumb. I call all this technology making us dumb. Like we were discussing one day, if Tesla gonna drive.
smart technology, but it's actually the opposite.
See, there's a balance in world, we called yin
Yeah.
yang, you know, male, female, masculine, feminine, Shiv Shakti. So whenever you're also doing something, let's say I did something right now using something, okay, in that equation, that something, either that something is smart or I'm smart. And that something is becoming smarter and smarter. So we're becoming dumber and dumber. One simple thing I will ask everyone on my audience: when you didn't used to have the smartphones, you used to remember each and every phone number on your head
Oh, 100%.
without writing it down.
Still haven't forgot
Nowadays,
them.
nowadays you have your phone number. You only remember 3 to 4 phone numbers. You're like your wife, brother, sister,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
parents. That's it. Nothing more than that. And we call them smartphones.
Yeah.
These are getting smarter, but we are getting dumber. So technology is one such thing. And at that
No,
time, there was
100%.
no problem like that. So people were smart. Even they, so for us, I will just give you an example. The oldest knowledge of life, we call it Vedas. I have mentioned this before. The written manuscripts were like only 2000 years ago. But it's like we, it is pretend that these teachings were out there since the time the inception of the universe. But how they used to transfer from one to other, they used to recite them. Like I'm gonna speak to you each and everything without writing. Why it was possible? No distractions at all, no noise.
Hmm.
Nowadays, there's a
Yes.
lot of noise, digital noise, mental noise. Even if you see, I'm sitting down with four different
Yeah.
LEDs on my up there.
Yeah.
Before times, 8 o'clock, dark. It's dark.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's dark. That's it.
Maybe just that's it. And what you used to do, you was you were forced to sleep at night. Your body clock was good. Everything was good. No distractions.
Yeah,
And
and
with
then
distractions, yes, just completing, with distractions coming in, we need to focus more and more on our thoughts, because we react and we perceive as per our environment. So if our environment is noisy, your thoughts will also become noisy. And to basically protect yourself, your thoughts, to protect that, you know, that focus, that you need to focus on this, keep going on this. That's why writing down goals, making those habits, writing down that system, following it religiously for a desired outcome is utmost important thing in today's time. And let it be any, it's for farmers, it's for business owners like us, it's for job people, it's for
family.
everyone.
Yeah,
Family, yeah, yeah. You need to write down your vacations, man. Like you planned
yeah.
very well for your Italy vacation, how it was. You had a vision, I want to take my kids to the place where I grew. Then you wrote it down, you made good funds out of it, you saved some money for it, then you actually went there. And if you see everything was so planned, you really enjoyed your holidays. Let's assume you said, okay, I'm going to tomorrow. I'm going to Italy tomorrow. Kids, let's pack. Like, hey, what's going on? Do you have money? No, no, no. Don't worry about money. I have this. I have that. I will get it done. You reach. You don't expect flights. The things are not as per what you were thinking. So that's the difference. One small family trip. Planned and unplanned. It can change a lot of things. Just imagine if it can change one small trip by like this. Our life is a very long trip. When
Hmm.
from the time we born till the time we die, it's a very long journey. And if you don't plan it well, nothing goes as per plan. We know that there are things that go left and right. But if you 90% of the things, if you plan well, you have a goal, you tend to achieve them. And it
Hmm.
is in the facts, like people who write down their goals are likely to achieve than people who are not writing down by 80% more. And that's a huge number. 80%. Can you imagine? Like, if you
Hmm.
write down your goal, you're likely to achieve it by 80% more than who's not writing. That's a
Yeah,
simple comparison. What else we
I
need?
I got a I got something on the checklist that it's actually more powerful, and then I have implemented in the latest book that I'm reading. But yeah, no, I agree with everything you said, and it's also like this time, like if we're talking about the circadian rhythms and how everything is. I mean, I don't know about you, but here we're in the winter's approaching, right? The 21st is going to be winter. So in
Yeah.
the winter time, it was a time to rest, hibernate, right? Slow
Yeah.
down your body, fasting. It's like the big purge. And so now with artificial lightning, we're throwing off all our systems, right? Like everything
Yeah.
is kind of like shocked,
Force,
pushed.
force.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like a forceful sort of like continuation of life,
yeah.
and so we're actually going against our nature in a
Yeah.
sense, right? So we're
Yeah.
trying to defy nature. It's like that's a simple world, but yeah, and it's like you gotta, and that's what the first thing is to have on our checklist is actually plan, pause, and reflect, right? So
Uh,
it's kind of like, okay, this is the perfect time. Like everything is slowed, right? Nature is sleeping right now.
yeah.
There's no like productions. The field are resting. Even for farmers, this is the time where you need to rest because this coming year is going to be an exciting year. I can see that, right? There's going to be a lot thrown at us because
Yeah.
looking back, it's kind of like as technology is accelerating, but so are the distractions, right? So
Yeah.
we need
Um,
to have more focus than ever before. So I think that this year is strategically to plan is number
mhm.
one, and then reflect on what happened last year, this past year, and reflect of where you did the right things and the wrong things too, and become your own sort of like judge, right?
Mhm.
It's okay to judge yourself, but don't
Yeah.
be harsh. because there's always improvement, right?
Yep.
And so like have a reflection of whatever business you are. Like for example, like when I was farming, I always
Mm.
saw which one was the product that I sold the most, right? Like, was it
Mm.
zucchini? Was it, and then kind of have a vision. What's this coming up here? What should I plant more? And that will determine how many seeds of each, vegetables or product you have to buy, because now you have data. And we are a data driven world now. With the use of AI, we can even, I haven't done it yet, but my dream would be to set up an app that takes your
Oh.
data. Yeah, it takes your data of how you did on your crops, which ones were the most profitables, and then create a business around that and say, okay, so how many kohlrabi do I need to plant? How many cabbages do I need for next year, right? Where are
Mm.
my CSA boxes, right? I'm just putting the analogy for farming, but I could just be the same in real estate, right? How many houses do I need to sell? How many people need to know? Uh, Another thing that I wanted to say this week is like, I never had a client that returned a vegetable, right? Or I never had a client that said, no, Rico, that was the worst decision I ever made, buying my own house and getting out of paying rent, you know? Or like, Rico, like this infinite banking that you taught me about, man, it was the worst decision ever. Never, ever, I have heard those words coming out of a client. So what me and Gaurav are doing, we're just doing it truly from the heart, and we're trying to, help out people. And all we have the vision is, like the Buddha always says, we want freedom for everyone, because we're not free until everyone is free, right? And so going on, so what do you think about how did your 2025 worked? Um,
It was for me. It was a great year. Like becoming
well, I
father.
mean, you became a father. That's pinnacle, I
That,
would say, of the
that's the biggest.
experience that we have. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like,
Like maybe I gained some weight or everything like that. But once I reflect back, like I became father, I met
yeah,
great people like yourself. Like we met last. It's almost 1 year. We talked first time in December. Then
yeah, that's
your
right.
then to move was in January. So it's been like 1 year. So that was also during that year. Then decision to move here. Then I went to different places. So like I'm grateful for what I had in 2025. Like there might be I fall short of the goals, but at the same time I will appreciate God and I will appreciate myself and my family for whatever I achieved. And I think that's how we should. If we don't bow down and don't reflect back, don't pay gratitude to God for what we have, or
Mhm.
for praise yourself for what you pushed to achieve those things, you will never be ready for the next step of evolution or next step to receive more from the God. So, reflection is not like just looking at it and complaining about it. Reflection means reflecting upon and being grateful for whatever you had, good or bad.
Yes. Beautiful.
Take good, take good as blessing, take bad as a lesson. That's what they say. Like if God is putting through you a very tough situation, He's trying to teach you something very, very important thing. Just be grateful for whatever situation you are in. If you're alive, that's the most important.
That's
That,
that's well, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, like how simple that is. Like we're alive, we're
yeah,
physically well, and now it's like, again, it offered us, it's a gift to be a father. Like some people don't have the experience, some people don't want the experience, but in a sense is like, to me it was like the ultimate. It's like such a, you gain such a wisdom in becoming a father, and it becomes like, for men, I believe it's the next step. It's
yes.
like, it's like
It's,
you reflect it
I think
back
it is the
and you
final
just,
step. I think it is the final step.
it is the final step, but I haven't experienced being a grandfather yet, so I couldn't
Oh,
say. right?
Those are retirement things, man. Those are retirement stuff. Like many people,
I don't want to
like
reflect that
in the
much.
in the action mode stuff. In the action mode. It's the final step in the action mode.
So let's go on to point number 2 on the checklist. Define your 2026 financial identity. Since we're farmers in finance, I want to, a lot of people put the mindset, oh, January 1st, I'm going to start, getting back into shape. We're here to help you out in getting into your financial goals,
Yeah.
going to
Financial,
the financial gym.
yeah,
Let's
financial,
call it.
yeah.
What was that?
Or we can call it financial fitness.
Financial fitness. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we should change the name next year.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Okay,
it's
so
what do you
I'm
think
gonna
about financial fitness? I will ask you first.
so it's like where do you want it to see? Let's just put the vision for 1 year, right? At
Hmm.
the end of the year, where do you want to see yourself financially? And this will bring in the challenge because I'm reading a book and it's called Be Your Future Self Now.
Hmm.
And talks about, Jimmy Donaldson. Have you heard of him? Mr. Beast?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So the book starts where it talks about Jimmy and how he got into YouTube at like super young. I think it was like 14 or 15, just when it was just starting in 2009. And his goal was to make a gaming sort of YouTube channel and play video games and do that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
And but what he did was like so impactful because now that he's so successful, he can say, "Hey, what did you do to become so successful?" And so in the book says, because it's the title is "Be Your Future Self Now," he said that he made these videos, and this is the challenge: is making a video. He made these videos to his future self in 6 months, a year, and 5 years, right? And for him, they were based on YouTube and the platform. So he's like, you better have 1,000 subscribers in 6 months, right? So he's talking back and forth. So you could do the same. Like the challenge is up to you. But as long as you make a video about yourself, talking to your future self about your financial goals, right? Whether that be, oh, I want to get out of debt, or I want to invest $20,000 in my TFSA, or I want to buy a house or a farm, like have this goal for this year, make it
Hmm.
so that it's feasible and you
Yeah.
can break down, and
Hmm.
then do like Jimmy did, or Mr. Beast. Just make it that you can see it, not put it too far away where it's like, ah, man, I missed it. Like he could see 1,000 subscribers, and then a year from then he said, oh, I'll have 14,000 subscribers.
Okay.
And the beauty is that he set the date. You know how you can schedule YouTube videos? He set it
See,
on there and he scheduled it from 6 months of where he made the video, right? So he was committed that it would have been that conversation that happened with him was actually happening in the now, right?
it's
And
like tricking your subconscious mind into the thing that you are not working towards it. You already have it. So, like that's a difference. That's what if you remember once I told you that stop manifesting like I will have or I will do. Instead,
no,
like manifest, I am doing it. I am
yes,
right. I'm successful right now. And that's what Mr. Beast did. I didn't knew it, but I think we discussed this before that instead of having a mindset to basically that one day I will have a mindset, I already have it. Now what? That's
that's
it.
it. Well, and that's exactly it. Like when we talk about our financial identity, just put yourself in that financial identity and make the decisions you would be making in the future self if you had that, whatever
Yep.
you wish to have financially, right? It's the
Yes.
same thing as like I have abs of steel, right? Like if that's your goal, you want to have abs of steel, then think that you have the abs of steel, and all it is just you got to do the work to get there. But in the vision, you're already there, right?
Yes.
So it's the
Yes.
same thing financially, and that is my challenge to everyone that is watching this now or in the future, even if you're watching it a year from now, because that's the beauty of YouTube. um
Hmm.
Put
We
that
can keep doing it
well,
recorded.
yeah, keep that recording, and then even like Chet Holmes even suggested it in his video. Do a
Uh-huh.
recording of like what you said. I am committed, I am aligned, I'm unstoppable, like I am ready for this, like in the present now, that whatever challenge comes to you, it's like what you said, God or the universe, whichever way you see that energy, is giving you these challenges for a reason, right?
Yep.
And so it's how you react to the challenges and how
Hmm.
your mind is set up, right? So
Yep.
it's like if you have the goal of gaining $1 million, there's nothing wrong with that. Have that. You have the $1 million, you have the skills, you have the possibilities, and that's the beauty about technology. Like that's one thing that I could give it to it. Like, yeah, sure, it's full of distractions, but if you focus in the right places, like, you can make $1 million just as easy, right?
Crazy. Think
and
like a
and then
millionaire. You are a millionaire.
that's right, think like a millionaire because you are a
You are
millionaire.
a millionaire.
So that is my challenge for yourself. Message yourself your 2026 financial self. What would you say to it, or him, or her, or it?
Got it. Yeah. Yeah. Makes
And
sense.
then, so let's go to point three. I mean, this show is going so fast. I can't believe it. Like I'm so excited, but it's like, wow, I'm only at point three now. Um,
Yeah.
Set three clear financial goals.
Hmm.
Um, when we do the presentation of the financial house, like for example, we have set an emergency fund. Um,
Yep.
you will never regret having an emergency fund. It's not just for, like physical emergency, but it could be also, oh, your truck broke down, or you need a new computer, or you need whatever, right? Like, set an emergency fund and keep it for those reasons. Don't tap into it because, oh, well, we can call this an emergency. No, it's called an emergency fund because it's something that wasn't planned and it happened. But in order for you to continue performing the way you're performing and to reach your goals, okay,
Yeah.
that's an emergency, right?
Yes. Yep.
And then the other big one for me and for probably 91% of Canadians out there is debt reduction, right?
Very big man.
That's huge. I think
Need of an award.
that
I'd
would
say
be a
even for
pretty
the
big.
Canadian government. Is
Yes.
also
Oh,
using their debt. They are in debt.
gosh, yeah, like if they would have a plan. We don't see any financial plans. I mean, they do a budget, but the budget is not really a plan. They're just saying, "Oh, this is where we're going to spend our money. Let's hold us ourselves accountable." Yeah, okay. Anyways, let's not talk about the government. But
Yes.
speaking of government, the government has allowed us to have this great product, and it's called a FHSA, First Home Buyer Savings Account. So
Hmm.
make sure you use it. That's my suggestion to you, my opinion. Make sure you use it. It's a great product. It saves your taxes and it actually makes you plan. to buy your home. If you have a home already, that's great. You have to be off title for 4 years to qualify. So a lot of people there qualify too. It's being so 2026 is now 4 years after the crazy madness
COVID.
of 2022, right?
Yeah,
Coming off the
yeah,
market. So it's a
yeah,
prime time to start this fund and start saving towards your next home. It doesn't have to be your primary residence, it can be your secondary residence, right? So,
or anything. Why not?
yeah, start savings as well.
That's
Like,
yeah.
so set 3 clear financial goals. Okay, so now number 4. This one is a good one. A lot of people don't think about it, but it's like clean up and simplify your accounts. Clean up. Have you ever
Let
seen a person that has like 5 or 6 accounts because they
I have.
started, like, oh, I've started a mortgage here, so I opened up an account there. Oh, I have a line of credit with this bank. I didn't want to close it. I had this bank for so long. Oh, I started another account here because I'm like, oh my God, like, and you're paying all these fees and you're just too much. That's crazy. Just go with
Yeah,
one, set up a plan,
maybe
right?
one or
Clean
two.
up.
I will say one or two, but not more than that. One or
Yes.
two. That's why because sometimes there's technical glitch or something like that with bank, so you have another bank to basically go for it. But having multiple accounts and paying fees doesn't make sense. First, second, like you said, that free the clutter. It's not the clutter basically on your bank accounts and everything, but clean your house, clean your clothes, get rid of old things because
Yes.
everything has energies in it. The older energies means that they are bringing you back to your older times, and we are meant to grow and to evolve from what we are today. So every year, if you, I do it every year, like I declutter my shoes, my clothes, then even contacts. Like if you have a huge contact list, reduce it. I already have a very huge
Clean up your CRM.
clean up your CRM, clean up your photos, like old photos,
Oh,
and
wow. Good
clean
one.
up clean up your relationships as well. If you had a relationship with a friend or anything, and then you see that no longer you're getting along, get rid of it. You have limited time on this earth, limited time with your family. Enjoy that. So decluttering means getting your energy freed up for the newer goals you're setting up. Just think
Yes.
that, yeah, your energy is like a currency, and
Man,
your
when you said that, I thought about a plane. If you got all this weight weighing you down, you're not gonna take off.
yeah,
You,
that's
you
that's one thing. Another you can think of, like, your energy is your currency, and you already spent, and all the old habits, old stuff that's consuming your energy a lot. Then you will never put. Then you're not left with anything to focus or put in your new goals. That's why decluttering is not about stuff, but it is about your energies, and everything around you basically affect your energy. Everything, man.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Beautiful. Okay, we'll end there with energy. Clean up, declutter. So
Declutter.
brings up to point number 5. And we spoke about it in the last few episodes, but it's protect before you invest.
Yeah.
This is legacy thinking, like protect your family, protect your properties,
Yeah.
protect before you think about investing. And this is key for me. This is my mindset changed this year. Reflecting back, it's before I move forward with learning about investing, stock market, equities, and whatever. Have you not? I want. I made sure that now my family is protected for the future, if for any events, and I have the vision of creating this legacy. And in 2026, I want to teach, one of my goals is to teach my family the infinite banking concept and how to use it as at the individual level. Each of my kids will be able to say, hey, I get this. I want to become my own banking system and regenerate the and recuperate and regenerate and grow, right?
Got it.
So what,
Yeah.
yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah. Like,
It's a good goal, eh?
very good goal. It is something which will generate change generations
Yeah.
for sure.
So let's go to point number 6. And this one is about accountability. You got to hold yourself accountable. So we suggest, as your financial coach, monthly personal profit and loss check-ins. So you can either do them with yourself, or you can either do them with a financial advisor or anybody that you are comfortable with. With
Yeah.
yourself is just fine, but make sure you review monthly what your expenses are, where your leaking bucket is. The analogy that you made on a couple of shows back is
Yeah.
like, where are your leaks, and can you fix them,
Yeah.
or can you make more profits? Can
Hmm.
you actually value your energy, right? Like assess, right? Like go back in 2025, reflect, like what we said, assess that you're spending your energy where it's going to produce the most uh, money for you and your family, right? And then
Hmm.
have a monthly checklist and review. Okay.
Yeah.
There could be so many examples, right? Like we could go off about this as well. And maybe
Hmm.
we'll have on each point, maybe we'll have a focus and showtime. Um, so number 7, this is a good one. Um, I brought it up because at this time of the year, it's about also giving.
Yeah.
In farming terminology, it's like you always got to give rest to one of the fields, right? You
Hmm.
can't always take. We're always in the take mode, but
Consuming mode.
yeah, consuming mode. But to me, this one is align money with your values. So, and this is done by either putting energy, volunteering for something, or donating something to one of your causes,
Yeah.
to one of your, dreams, or whatever you have. But
Anything.
yeah, it's a good practice, right? Like it's like resting the field.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not sometimes. You always have to, like, it's been proven that a field that rests produces more in the after future. So it's about having patience as well. It's not like go 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 and exploiting, because that's what's happening to some of the bad farming practices. And they have noticed that if you keep, chemical after chemical after chemical, you always have to increase until you got dry land or
Yeah.
deserts, right? So
Yeah.
the same thing goes with money. You have to or energy. Money is a reflection of energy.
Yeah.
So you have to have a way of giving back to what you value, right? If
Yeah.
it's like, to us is like, we want to plant fruit trees everywhere. So every year we buy them, and now this year we're not just going to plant them on our property. We're going to plant them in the forest. And so
Awesome.
reforest for the animals as well, right? Like the deer and the bears, and even the coyotes eat apples or grapes or anything like that. So it's just align your values, align them with where you put your energy, and it's always good to give. And then if you're donating money, it's a tax write-off. So
Yes.
there's something good about that. And when it's a tax write-off, that means you're paying less to the government.
Yeah.
I just want you to reflect on that.
Yes.
What would you rather give $100 to the government or $100 to Save the Seal Foundation? I'm
Hmm.
just saying. Okay,
Okay.
so number 8, commit to learning. So this is another challenge that I have for my guests here on the show is learn something every month, and I want to set up a book. I'll put the list of the books
Hmm.
for this year, but one book a month. This is my challenge, and we talked about it at the beginning of the show. Maybe we could talk about the book. We'll challenge ourselves
Hmm.
to read the book, and maybe possibly we might have read them already. I mean, I put on the list for February, it's Think and Grow Rich. I read that book 5 times, but every time I read it, there's always something new. So that's the challenge. Always learn. Knowledge compounds, right? It keeps on growing. The more you learn, the more you're able to, like what I find too, the more I learn, the more
Yeah.
you're able to connect with people, to have conversations, right? To have a podcast, to communicate, right? And it's a beauty because like what we started in the first one was learning about Jimmy Donaldson, right? This big YouTube guy that is super successful, and he is donating, like talk about donations, right? Like he's going up to strangers and giving them, iPhones or whatever the sponsor gave him money, and he's helping out people, right? Like he's got a cause, but at the same time, he's got a great business. And because he's doing all these things in the checklist, right?
Hmm.
And so that's my challenge. Do you accept that challenge, Gaurav? Do you think we
Yes,
can do
I'm up
this?
for it. More than
One
up for
book,
it.
one book a month.
Yes. Try to
Okay,
get more,
cool.
but I think one book is enough.
Okay, awesome. So, um, the next one is number 9, real estate mindset for 2026. I put it there because real estate is so important, right? I mean, and obviously, everybody that is successful out there has had some deal with real estate. There,
Yep.
if it comes from buying your own house where your family can grow and you can have experiences, or buying, short-term rentals, or buying a sanctuary where you are, right? It
Hmm.
has to be tied up with real estate, right? And so
Yep.
a lot of the words that I'm hearing out there is like, oh, I'm just waiting for the crash. Oh, I'm just waiting for the crash. Look, people, the crash has already happened, and even if it didn't happen, we're still, coming out. Like there's not enough homes. Population is growing. There's more and more people. So if you're keeping yourself out of real estate, you're doing you're gonna fail. I don't want to put the fear, or but I want to put pepper in your pants. Like it's gonna change. It's coming back, right? Like, and you probably are a witness of it too. Like highly populated countries, they actually have problems for real
Yep.
estate. There's not enough of it,
So,
right?
so that's what you say. The best time to buy a real estate is now, because tomorrow it will be more expensive.
Yeah,
There's the right time is just now. Like I understand for people who might be like, okay, I'm doing for investment. I don't know like how the future look like. They might be putting themselves behind and sitting on cash instead of investing in real estate. But for people who are looking to buy a house, I think this is the best time to do it, because you're getting lowest mortgage rates, the prices are ever time low. Governments, builders, they're giving up pretty good discounts to
very good
basically.
discount. Yeah,
So if somebody is looking to buy a house and planning like maybe I will do after 2 years, and you're financially ready, go
go.
pull the trigger. There's no point waiting. That's one thing I've heard. And one thing I've seen myself, like the best time to buy real estate is now. Yes, you will be uncomfortable, but that situation will rise at one point of time in future. If you're never uncomfortable, you will be never able to own any kind of real estate.
That's right. That's right. So let's get into the real estate mindset. Let's go to point number 10, which ties it all in. Take one action before
At the
year
time.
end.
Hmm.
Put it into action, whatever it is. Like if it's opening an account or decluttering, whatever we talked about in this list, just do it. One will get you momentum, and then you're going to go to the next one and the next one with a plan in
With
mind,
a-
right?
Yep.
Right. So, momentum, taking actions right now, don't be perfect. Like if you wanted to start a podcast or if you want to start something meaningful that gives you purpose, like
Do
just start. Doesn't have to
just
be
start.
perfect. Just get that momentum, get going, just like Jimmy Donaldson did. He's a millionaire now, but he started just like everybody else. You want to play
Everyone
the
starts.
guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone starts at the beginning. Nobody
And
is grown an expert.
nobody.
Experts are made through actions, right?
And
It's
experience
completely
of
repetition.
experience of making mistakes. Like no,
Exactly.
if there's like I haven't met any successful person who haven't made a blunder mistake in their life. Like big mistakes to make someone basically bankrupt, but a strong mindset and a zeal to keep going, like series of action is the thing that which actually makes you successful. The continuous zeal of doing action, that what will take you places, not continuous zeal of making planning. Again, any
That's
action,
right.
any action, any dream without action is just any goal without action is just a dream. So
That's
stop
right.
doing stop
Start
daydreaming.
doing, get that momentum, get pumped. This year is going to be great.
Yeah.
This is the last show for this year. So I want to thank Gaurav for being with me all this time. It's been a pleasure. It's
I'm here.
so inspiring. I've learned so much and I'm still going to grow. I'm going to take my challenges and put them into action by the end of this year. And so next year we'll hook up. I'll post it. It's probably going to be the first, if you're okay with it, the first Wednesday of the new year. I don't know if that's probably something like January or something.
Let me check
Um,
which category it is.
we'll connect then. Until
Yeah.
then, I want to thank everybody that joined the show for this past few episodes. We're episode 16, New Year's episode 17. And any remarks? Thank you for continuing and sponsorships and everybody else helping me grow. And Gaurav, again, thank you so much for joining. Do you have any final words that you want to say? Oh, happy holidays, by the way, too. Whatever
Happy
you
holiday.
celebrate.
Just just a quick reflection for everyone. First of all, grateful for everyone who are watching this and who will watch this in future. Grateful for Rico for basically believing in my dream of those 1% top advisors. So first of all, I will thanks, and then just a note for everyone. If you're struggling right now, don't think that it's only happening with you. If it's not only you, every hustler right now is struggling in one
Mhm.
way or other way. Even Jeff Bezos is struggling to become multi-billionaire. So struggle is a part of the journey. Okay, that's one thing. And if somebody's someday feels like being defeated, or they don't have anyone to basically share their journey, or they want to basically just talk as a human or as a friend, uh, this time nothing professional, but as a human, as a friend, feel free to reach out, feel free to vent out your frustration. And If you are looking or seeking some kind of motivation, or just want ear to listen you without telling you what to do, feel free to reach out to me or Rico, because we believe that we are humans first, then we are everything else. And this is more on like giving back to the society without taking anything. It
Mhm.
is like back uh, the same thing which I had as a privilege from my friends and from my team, that they listen to me. Sometimes they bring that shoulder that I need sometime, and they bring that motivation to me. So that's what I'm giving back to everyone who is watching this show. Whenever you need some help or you just need a friend to share something, feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on LinkedIn, on Instagram. Same way, I think Rico will be more than happy to help you guys. More than just money, it's just like if you want to understand life or just to want to share some life experiences, we are happy to have you.
Great. On that note, thank you for watching
Thank
and see
you
you in
for
the next show. See you
see you
next
next
year.
show
Happy New Year.
year. Happy
Yeah.
holidays.
Happy
Bless.
holidays.